message is for all of you out there who are trying really hard. I mean, really putting yourself out there to try to find your momentum, your purpose, your happiness, whatever you want to call it. 27 years ago, I started on my journey, and 27 years ago, it was believed that you couldn't go to work and do what you really loved and get paid for it. If you wanted to get paid, you had to work really hard, so that's what I did. I went out and got myself a government job. I trained people, staff and development on how to do their jobs. I managed huge budgets, I gave presentations, I planned events, I was an employment counselor. Let's see, what else did I do? Business analyst, you know, like in 22 years, I did all of those things. I actually became a professional applicant. I applied for so many different jobs, and what was really interesting is that the whole interview process, which is one of the most difficult processes I've to this day ever seen, became the thrill of my life. It was what gave me excitement and put fire in my belly every day. So that's kind of what I ended up thriving on. But you know, I started to look around at people that were working around me, people that had been there for 20, 30 years, and you know, they seemed unhappy, but they seemed content. And they didn't complain a lot. Some did, some didn't, but they just didn't look very happy, and they weren't doing anything about it. And after 22 years, I finally decided, you know, I'm done. Like, I'm burnt out. I could never find that real happy place that, you know, where I was wake up in the morning and think, yeah, I'm so excited to be going to this job. I remember waking up some mornings thinking, oh my God, is this it? Am I going to die this unhappy? So there's this little quote by Lululemon that I saw on one of their bags one time that says, do something every day that scares you. Well, I ended up doing something that probably made up for every other day up to that point, and I quit my job. And I did it because, not that I had the courage to do it, but I was very lucky to have a husband who had no fear and had a lot of inspiration and motivation, and was able to really talk me off of the fence and tell me, you know, if you want to find happiness, you're just going to have to bite the bullet and quit your job. So I did. And I did it without having another job to go to. And as scary as that was, something shifted in my body, something that felt really, really good. In this universe, the only constant thing is change. So in order for change to happen, you must be uncomfortable, and that's just the way it is. If you're comfortable, then you're probably not growing. Your comfort zone, this is a great quote, your comfort zone is a really beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Within the year, my husband and I ended up having an opportunity to open up a fitness facility. And I love fitness. I love fitness. I thought, wow, that's amazing, because I love fitness. And so we had this opportunity to work in an environment that was inspirational and motivational. And every day I got to hear how lucky I was to be living this dream. And it was.
How you look and stare so deep in your eyes. I touch on you more and more every time. When you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name to.
It was a dream job. It was definitely a dream, but not my dream. I felt like I had stepped into something that, wasn't really my desire. It wasn't my dream. I still found myself unfulfilled and unmotivated, uninspired, and I would still wake up in the morning and feel like, what's next? And I have to say, and I'm sure that a lot of you watching this are surprised hearing this, but I felt really guilty feeling that, because here I was in this situation that everybody else thought was this dream job, yet I'm still not happy. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay to want more. It's okay to still be searching for what it is that you're looking for. I realized that whatever it is that you want, you have a choice. It's up to you. And it's your life, right? So you have to choose. You have to make that decision if you are unhappy or not. So again, just don't try to be somebody that, you're not. Especially because somebody else is telling you, to do so. We live in a society where at a very young age, we learned to give away our power. And it was a really good idea to strip a child of its power at a young age, and the earlier the better, and especially if they had too much energy, as this was meant to be good for them. But what happens is when we're not given the opportunity to know what it feels like to ask for something, to be able to accomplish something, and to be able to feel what it feels like to. So what happens is, through life, through childhood, when, our parents take that opportunity away from us, we just hand over our power. And so as we get older, we get into situations in jobs or with our spouse where there's something that we want, and we either don't ask for it and say, well, you do it, right? And we end up in situations where we're just not happy. So the next time somebody asks you where you want to go for dinner, instead of saying, I don't know, I don't care, you decide, stop for a minute and actually ask yourself, what do I want? What does this person want? And feel what it feels like to actually make a choice. And then notice the difference, how many times have you said, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, and then you get there and you think, oh, I don't really like this place, I wish I would have gone somewhere else, right? Take that opportunity to, make that decision and practice what it feels like to have choices and to make decisions, because trust me, it will pay off later. The job that I had, I needed it anyway to be able to get to where I was going. So every journey has different stepping stones, and for me, that was a stepping stone. It's really important that you know what it feels like to be working against your energy, to be going against the grain, to not be happy in the situation you're in. It's really important that you feel that. Many people don't. They don't live in their bodies. They live in their head. And the reason is this, because they have so many feelings of discomfort, of resistance, of stress in their bodies that they create this avoidant response. And it's sort of like living with pain. After a while, you just suppress it and you stop feeling it. And so it's really important to know what that feels like in your body. Some people look for the answers outside of their body rather than within themselves, when the answer is right there within you. You just have to ask it. So just ask yourself this question, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever job you're in, whatever relationship you're in, how do you feel? Like, actually go into yourself and feel that feeling. Are you happy? Ask the question. If there's any resistance at all, if you can't say, oh, I love my job so much, so I would do it for free, or, I am happiest I've ever been with this person, and I don't want anything to change. We just go with the flow, we just go through the motions of life. So after 2 years of living the dream, I found myself trying a yoga class, not because I loved yoga, but because my daughter wanted me to, and I wanted to spend some time with her. In my mind, I thought yoga was boring and for tree hugging people. So here I was trying yoga for the first time, and lo and behold, I fell madly in love with it. Next thing I know, I'm doing yoga every day, twice a day. I was one of those people that I mentioned before that lived in their heads. And so yoga somehow brought me back into my body and gave me this safe place to become embodied and to be able to have this connection between my mind and my body, to actually know what I feel and feel what I want. And it was the best feeling in the whole world. I can't even describe it. I still haven't gotten over the belief that you can't, well, at the time, I still hadn't gotten over the belief that you can't make money at what you love, because I remember at the time thinking and even saying to people, well, I'll never be a yoga instructor because I don't want to hate it. I love it so much that I want to keep this one thing as, you know, the thing that I love the most to do, because I was so unhappy in everything else. Well, not much later, I had this opportunity to actually open up a yoga space in the space that I was already, you know, working in. And so in my mind, it was the right thing to do. I realize now that not only am I on my journey, but I'm actually on my right path. And the problem with a lot of people is that they feel that their journey only has one path, right? That, you know, you've got this road and there's the end and you need to just keep working towards the end, but there's going to be little forks in the road, like little turnoffs that, you know, are going to tempt us, and we might go, oh, you know, I wonder what's down that road. You need to take those chances. You need to listen to your intuition, and when it says, hey, I think you should go that way, you need to go that way, because there might be something better. You know, you can have a destination or a goal, but you have to have the flexibility to, you know, take that detour when it's required, because there might be something down there that's really, really great. As you evolve, you need to start peeling away at your onion. I call it your internal onion. And as you peel away these layers, it's going to be uncomfortable, because, you know, you're letting go of stuff and you're getting closer to the core, closer to the real you. And you're going to shed away things, and you're going to shed away people, you're going to shed away beliefs, and it's all part of the process. You know, things that may have nourished you at one time, you now have to let go. You have to let these things go. It's springtime, and springtime is a time of cleansing, of detoxification. So we need to clear out all of that stuff, that detoxifying people and things in our life, in order for us to be nourished and to grow. And once you do that, you need to be very mindful of the environment that you create for yourself. You might have a tendency to want to hold on to some of these things, some of these people, right? For example, and you have to believe that as you grow, so does your circle, and so does your environment, and it's okay. Some parts of the world believe that you need to get rid of everything in your life in order to be happy. I believe that detachment is not about not owning anything. I believe that detachment is about owning everything, but not letting anything own you, to not let anything control you. As you grow, it's really easy to get lost in yourself. And although part of that growth is to love yourself and to be okay with being alone, it's easy to fall into this little rut where you end up getting so engulfed in this new development, this new path, that you start to lose perspective of everything and anybody around you. And the people start to fall away and you don't even notice it. But it's not just the people that no longer serve you, it's also the people that you need, the people that you need in your life that are going to support you. You know, we all need to surround ourselves with like-minded people when we're growing. We all need to have a fan club. We need to have that cheerleading team. We need to have those people that are going to give us that rah-rah, you know. At the same time, you need to be aware of the people that are going to hold you back. Because all it takes is one comment, one person to say, honey, I love you, but I think you're making a big mistake. That person is going to change your life in a negative way. There's this thing called the crab effect, where you put all these crabs in a little bowl and one tries tries to crawl out and the others pull him back, right? That's the group that I'm talking about. You want to make sure that you're very aware of the people that you're surrounding yourself with when you're on this path and you're so vulnerable. And so lately these words have been coming up for me and like in my world. Selfless service. Selfless service. And when I first heard it, it really was profound for me. It really resonated for me because I realized that throughout this journey that my path is to make a difference. And although I have this really amazing energy medicine practice and I have this amazing yoga studio and this great coaching business, and I've had some really, really profound shifts in my clients lately that has been really moving for me. But I heard this quote from a monk that said, if you really want to help the world, then you need to help people help others. And I thought, wow, what does that mean? If you want to help the world, you need to help people help others. So to me, that means it's like compound interest, right? On your house, on your mortgage. You need to affect enough people and inspire enough people that they inspire enough people, that they inspire enough people. And next thing you know, you've made positive energy go viral. So that's my message today is I want to make positive energy go viral. So I'm going to start a private coaching group or club right on Facebook here. And that's going to be my selfless service. And that's going to be a way to bring together a group of like-minded people. And although I'm going to lead the group for you, it'll be an interactive group. So we're all going to help each other. We're all going to support each other. We'll be each other's cheerleaders. And I want to share my inspirations, my books, my yoga videos, my fitness, nutrition tips. We'll have everything there. But you know, the best part is that we're going to have that cheerleading team, that group of people that's going to push you up when you need it, right? I'm just so excited. The people that, how does it go now? People will never remember what you said. People will never remember what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So my message to you is help me make positive energy go viral. And if this is something that you want to do, if this is something that you're interested in, then please share this video with as many people as you can. See if we can get a really beautiful group together. And if you are interested, then in the comments section, please type, Lisa, I want to make positive energy go viral. Thank you so much for watching.